my friends, how you doing today? I am doing well. And if listen, if you hear some splish splashing going around and some screaming and yelling and stuff, that's not me. Has nothing to do with me. It's not no, it's not the people that got tied up in the basement. It's not those people. Okay, it's not them. No, no, then the next door neighbor, they be putting up a pool. They put up a pool right on the other side of my fence, and it's like pretty much like right up against my house. And like last year, they got one of these like disposable pools, and they put it up there like right on the other side of the house. And then last year, when I had all the water damage downstairs to my basement, I have a strange feeling. We had a real bad rainstorm. I have I'm a little inkling of a feeling that the pool may have either busted, overflowed, and done drowned out my basement. I'm not sure. The guy was very helpful. He gave me bags of concrete and everything. But I'm having a strange feeling that it wasn't just the immense amount of rain that we had last year. I'm thinking his pool might have busted and he and it kind of flooded our basement. But I'm not sure. So I don't listen. He's a good guy. I like my neighbor. He's a good guy. I don't look out the window. I don't see what's going on over there. Cause listen. Once again, like I say, if you are a Fright Night fan, you don't watch what your neighbors are doing. You don't look out the window. You don't see what's going on. I know it is a pool. Because I can hear kids crashing. I hear kids screaming. I hear things going on out there. Listen, I ain't looking out the window. It's not my business. Not my business until you flood my basement. Then it become my business. But we fixed it. There was like maybe $1,000 worth of damage that we had to take care of. But we took care of it, and hopefully, prayerfully, wonderfully, wishfully, whatever, we ain't gonna have that issue again this year. Maybe he'll drain the pool out into like the street or whatever, or take care of whatever he's gonna take care of before it explodes and destroys my property. A little worried. Anyway, on top of that, let me before I crack into my packages there. If you've been watching this channel, I've had a little medical issue. Okay, I've had a little arthritic or pinched nerve problems in my neck, so I had to go to see this specialist the other day. And I'm gonna tell you, I'm a little up in the air about the specialist thing. Now, listen, if you are a person that's had back problems or neck problems or gone to see physical therapists, okay, this may be where you can help me out, because I know I have some viewers that go through some medical issues. And listen, I feel bad for you, my friends, because I'm going through some medical issues right now with the back and the neck and the arms, and it's a tingling, and it's like going through the back and it's tingling in the arms, and it's not fun. It's not fun. And when you go to bed, it's even worse. You can't sleep. You roll over. You wake up. Your arms are dead. It's a terrible thing. But my doctor tells me go see this physical therapist. So I go see the physical therapist, and it felt more of like a physical therapist / therapy session, because she's asking me questions about like my personal life, like, hey, what's going on with your job right now? Oh, well, I'll tell you what's going on with my job right now. What's going on with my job is I did a Taco Bell. I made a run for the border, and I done left my job recently, and then the back pain started happening profusely after I left. So maybe I was starting to think that it wasn't a medical problem with my back as much as it was a psychological problem in my head. Okay, so I did go for x-rays, and they did say that they found some arthritis stuff or whatever. They did whatever they had to go do and tell me there's some kind of arthritis stuff in my back or whatever. And if I go see this therapist, whatever, this back therapist, whatever, that they're gonna give me some exercise and gonna help me stretch out those plates in the back of my neck and make things feel better. Okay, so I tell the wife, I'm like, make the appointment, and I'm gonna go see the insurance company and call the insurance company, find out if we're covered on the insurance, everything's good, so I don't have to pay any money out of pocket, because I ain't working right now, so I can't be afforded to be paying no co-payments right now. $20, $10, $30, $50, whatever the co-payment might be. I can't do that. I can't do that right now. I got Blu-rays to buy. I got toys to pick up. I got. Listen, I'll deal with the pain. That's just me. I will deal with the pain. So anyway, I got some things going on. So I go to this therapist there, and she's asking me how work it was or is, or what I had to go through, and I'm telling her, listen, I just left this place. I'm thinking of bigger, better things. There's something else along the horizon, what I want to do and what's going on. And if you guys don't watch this channel, you just started watching this channel, I was a preschool teacher. That's what I did. I taught preschool between CCD / Sunday school / a regular preschool for about 10 years. 10 years I was taking care of 3, 4, and 5-year-olds, okay? And that was my job. I loved my job. I loved the parents. I loved the kids. But the problem was is that I had too much love for the parents and the kids. You know what I mean? It's like that. I was taking it home with me. There was too much bringing it home and worrying about these kids and worrying about this thing. And nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that. But I felt like I was very alone. I felt I was very alone in this battle for making sure that these kids were being taken care of because if they had issues, and I was on this battle with taking care of the parents because they were having issues, and it was a constant battle. I mean, to me, I don't know, a parent-teacher meeting, when I would have a parent-teacher meeting with the parents, okay, which I did before the whole pandemic hit, whatever, I would sit there and I would just listen to these parents talk for as long as they had to. I mean, it was supposed to be like a 45-minute or half an hour, whatever, cutoff date. It was like 45 minutes, half an hour, something, whatever it was. And I was supposed to look at these parents and be like, okay, it's time for you to go. I got the next person coming in. But they would set the appointments up almost like endless because they knew that if they were going to start talking to me, there's a good chance that we were going to talk for a long time because I ain't leaving that room until you are satisfied that your child is taken care of and you personally have your mind is free of any worry or stress or anything, and even with your own personal stuff going on. Listen, you got a child involved. Now, the bottom line is, children see things, they hear things. They're smarter than you think that they are. Okay, some of you parents out there, you don't understand that your 3, 4, or 5-year-old, they hurt just like you. They feel just like you. They go through things just like you. And when you're fighting with your spouse, you're upset with your husband, or your husband and you were going through some kind of issue with you might have been losing a house, you might have some kind of drug issues, whatever issues is, your kids are going through it with you. And so I would sit down with these parents, and I was very much concerned and in the middle of it, okay? And I was doing everything in my power to help these kids. But I just felt like I was very alone in the situation. So it was time for me to go find another thing to do. So find another route, find another thing. Because where I was, I wasn't able to do what I wanted to do. So it's time to move on. But so I go to this therapy thing. So yesterday was a little crazy because I go for this therapy thing, and she's going on and on and on about this back. She gave me this pressure point thing there. But then they get to a certain point and they're like, okay, we're gonna go exercise. We're gonna get this thing, and she goes, all right, we're done with our session. Because I almost felt like I was in a psychiatrist session again. I almost thought that I was talking to the shrink or the counselor or something like that again, because we got to a certain point. She's like, okay, I'll see you next week. I'm going to have to see you twice a week at $30 a pop. And within a month, we're going to have this taken care of. I'm like, so what do you want me to do in lieu of the time that we are not going to be together? And she's like, you can do those 2 exercises I just showed you. I'm like, well, is there any more exercises that I can be doing while I'm waiting for you to tell me about the other exercise? I almost felt like you've ever seen the movie The Other Sister, and they only do, like, if you go to like a Macy's or whatever back in the day, and they do makeup, the women out there, they'd make up half your face, okay, and then they'd be like, okay, it's $50 for the other half of your face. It was like from the Other Sister. They're like, oh, but what about the other half?
Oh, but how much is it to buy the other half of my face?
About $50. So if you could just move aside.
But you didn't say anything about $50 before.
That thing there, that's what I felt. I felt like, it's like, okay, well, you gave me some good advice, but now you're telling me that you're not going to give me the rest of the information until I give you $30 twice a week, so $60 a week for the next month, and then all of a sudden I'm going to feel better. I'm having a strange feeling I'm going to be having some back problems for a while, because I ain't paying those $60 every week for the next month. I can't. Not only can I could probably scrape it on through, but yeah, the stress would probably add on to the pain. It probably would. But on top of that, so anyway, so after I'm done talking to this lady about me making my move and moving on, trying to figure out what I'm going to be doing next, which I have a plan. There's a plan set for me by somebody. Okay, somebody up there has a plan for me. There's a plan for everybody. There's a plan for all you people out there. There's always a plan. Okay, and I'm a strong believer that if we stick to the plan, you don't get sidetracked, then it's gonna work out for you. Everything's gonna work out for you if you stick to the plan. Okay, but if you start taking side deals and you start taking side things, if you get tempted by things that just sound, that may sound just a little bit too good, or I don't know. So this is what happened to me yesterday. So this is cool. So it's kind of cool, kind of exciting, whatever. So I come home, and I get a personal message through my Facebook, which not my Melting Movies Facebook, my the real me Facebook, okay? And they sent me a message, and they're like it was a teacher, and she's like sends me a message. She's like, I want you to work for my my preschool. I like what you do. I've seen your some of your videos. I know who you are. I'm aware of you. You have been, what's the word I'm looking for? Not noticed. Introduced. Nope. You have been referred. You've been referred by quite a few parents as being a really good preschool teacher. I hear you do this and you do that. You do that. Yeah, yeah. Listen, I am that Pee Wee Herman, Bozo the Clown, puppet using, music singing. Listen, what I used to do every morning for about 2 hours every morning was like pure entertainment. Okay, I would put on a show for about an hour and a half, 2 hours for these kids and teach them what they needed to learn, and always had a moral at the end of it. But my day always had a moral. I was inspired every morning. I would wake up in the morning, I'd have a dream, or I'd see something, or I'd see something going on TV or whatever, and I'd be like, these kids need to learn something to make them a more sufficient human being later on in life. I want them to be human beings of quality when they grow up. This world's a mess. This world's a mess, man. People are miserable. It's a miserable people. I saw a bike riding guy yesterday, and he was riding his bike, and he needed to make a left-hand turn, and there was just these like bunch of kids would not let him make the turn, and he's swearing at the kids and everything like that, and you look at that and you think of it's funny, but I'm like, man, that's inconsiderate. Boy, kids nowadays, man, they just don't care. They no respect for your elders. They don't. My wife said the other day, like, chivalry is dead. Okay, it's like kids don't want to pay for their dates no more. The girls pay for themselves. Listen, everything's a mess. This world's a mess, and that's why we're having so many problems out there. That's why everybody's scared, and all things are all messed up. So when I used to teach my classes, I would do lessons to teach them how to become better people. Okay, that was my main goal. Okay, I had goals that they had to learn the alphabets and the numbers and the colors and the shapes and all that stuff like that. But my main goal was to have them learn morals. Like Mr. Rogers used to do back in the day, like the original Sesame Street used to do that. The Electric Company, all that stuff that I was raised on. I wanted them to have some moral value. I wanted them to respect their parents and respect their elders and appreciate the toys that they have and appreciate the things that they get in life. And appreciate life and appreciate death and realize that things don't last forever. I had lessons where I'd be in the circle and I'd be talking to the kids, and all of a sudden they break out into tears because one of their pets died. And then here I am trying to explain life and death to children. You know what I mean? It's like, it was an everyday thing, but I always tried to make it as entertaining as possible. Like, it was entertaining, it was educational, and it kept... Listen, if you can keep a 3, 4, and 5-year-old's attention for 2 hours sitting in a circle, just sitting in pretzel style, okay? We don't say Indian style because that's not politically correct no more, okay? I used to have to say pretzel style. You have kids sitting pretzel style for 2 hours in a circle, interacting with you, okay? I'm not just talking to them, they're talking to me. They're telling me about their lives. They're telling me about what they're going through, and I'm listening to them and they're listening to me. It was almost 2 hours worth of interaction. If you can get kids to do that for 2 hours, and they need to talk to people. Kids are just like adults. You need to talk to somebody. Sometimes they need to talk to somebody. Sometimes they're struggling with things, and they're important. It's important to listen to kids. And that's the type of teacher I was. So, I mean, you guys might see me on this channel here, and I'd be joking around, and I'd be saying some crazy stuff. But number one is I'm also a normal human being. I'm a normal human being that's gone through some crazy things. So I'm a strong believer that all the crazy stuff that I went through as a kid was to help kids to not go through the crazy things that I went through. I mean, they do. I mean, some things make you stronger, but some things you don't necessarily have to go through in life. And if I could be there to try to help you through those things that you don't necessarily have to go through, then my job was done. And that was my whole goal as a preschool teacher. So I want to continue to do that. I still want to continue to be a teacher. I had a couple of things lined up. One of them, I was either going to go to teach older children. Okay, that was goal number one. And then goal number two was to go work for another place teaching being a preschool teacher again. So yesterday I get this, after I'm done with the chiropractor and everything, the back therapist, whatever she was there, I'm coming home and I get this message from this lady, and she's like, we're really interested. The place is like 35. That's my biggest issue, is the place is like 35 minutes away, and I don't really have a reliable means of transportation. Plus, I drive like an old lady. I'm sorry, but I am not. I drive 55, stay alive. That's on the highway, and I know the speed limit's gone up, but I drive slow. I drive if. For some place that would take 35 minutes to get there, would take me about an hour to get there, okay? Plus, my car is literally, they told me my car is rotting away, okay? It's literally falling apart. It ain't going to make it another year. I was told that, and it's leaking fluid all over the place, and the check engine light came on yesterday. So these are all signs for me to say that this might not have been a good idea. Plus, I get the message, and the message is like, okay, we want you right now. We want you right now. We're going to give you a $2,000 signing bonus if you sign right now. 75% off childcare if you need childcare for your own children, which I don't need, but that's nice too. 75% off. And then it's like there was a whole bunch of other like perks, you know what I mean? Like you get insurance, and it's all kinds of awesome perks or whatever. We want you, please. Or when you come in to see our facility, we have the best toys, we have the best this, we have the best that. Come see our facility, mention my name, and so I can say hi to you once you are there. And I'm looking at it, I'm like, is this it? Is this my next move? Or the other day, I was watching a game show. Okay, tell me if I'm going crazy. Tell me if I'm going. Comment, please. Interact with me, because I need help. I'm looking for help today. Today, I'm looking for help before I open up my packages. I was watching a game show, and it was one of these game shows that when you get to like $25,000, you can like quit and go home with your $25,000, or you can keep on playing to hit that million. Okay, so my daughter comes home, and I tell her about this thing. I show her the email. I send the email to one of my other daughters, and they're like, "Wow, that sounds amazing! $2,000 signing bonus, 75% off childcare, full medical benefits. It sounds amazing. I think you should grab it, Dad. Dad, you should grab it." And I'm like, "But is that it? Is it okay? So is this it? Am I taking that $25,000, whatever it is, like the game show? Am I taking that and because it's a safety net? Am I taking it because it's a safety net, or should I go for the gold? Should I hang tight and push for what I'm really trying to achieve? Because there's something bigger I'm trying to achieve. Should I keep on going and push to that bigger achievement? Cause I was always told that I should be teaching older children because I'm very entertaining, I guess, or whatever, and I guess kids enjoy talking to me or whatever. I'm a treat. I'm an absolute pleasure. But I guess I was good with the little kids, but my kids have always told me, you'd be a good high school teacher, you'd be a good college teacher, you'd be a good whatever. So I was I have that floating in the back of my head. Maybe that's something that I might want to do. Maybe I might want to move on from teaching 3, 4, and 5-year-olds to move on to like 15, 16, 17-year-olds. You know what I mean? I'm not sure, but by taking this like offer, is this like me, like I'll take the $2,500 and I'll go home knowing that I'm gonna go home with something? Or should I hang tight, try to stay loyal to the path and the plan that I think is about to happen to me, and go for the gold? You know what I mean? That's what should I just go for the gold? And I don't know. I'm thinking I should hang tight. I'm thinking I should hang tight because I will tell you that wasn't the only place that contacted me this week. I got another place that contacted me this week. So I had 2 places this week contact me out of the blue. Now, let me make this very clear. I am not filling out applications. I have not filled out an application. I have not contacted anybody. I have not called nobody. I haven't messaged anybody looking for a job. I haven't done. I've been out of this work. I usually take the summers off anyway because that's always the way it's been for the last like 10 years or whatever. So I have not been contacting anybody. I figured it's the summer. Once the summer's done, I'm gonna start looking for whatever I need to look for. Like maybe a couple weeks before the summer's done, I'm gonna start figuring out what I'm gonna go do. I'm not contacting anybody. They're contacting me. Okay, the parents of the children that I just left, they're contacting me with job offers. They're contacting me with, how are you doing? Listen, they're concerned about me. So I'll tell you right now, I got to give a lot of thanks to the parents and of the kids that I took care of because I feel like they recognized the hard work that I did. Their kids cared about me. They absolutely loved me. They adored me. And I never really had that feeling growing up as a kid of anybody loving or adoring me. You know what I mean? So the fact that the kids would look up to me and I could be like that father figure for the 8 to 12 hours I was with them, or 11 hours, whatever it was that I was with them, it meant a lot to me. So I know I'm rambling on, but I wanted to let you in a little insight of what's going on in my life. So what should I do? People with back problems and whatever. Should I start watching YouTube channels and learning how to get rid of it? According to them, it's in my vertebrae, my neck or whatever, and like the disc is on the nerve and it's pinching the nerve, so I need to stretch out the muscle and the plates in the neck or whatever, and that's gonna help with the arm problems or whatever. If you know anything about that, you can comment about that. If you think that I would be settling, if you think I'd be taking like those game shows, you know what I mean? Am I taking the safety net of the $2,000 and the job with the 75% off childcare, whatever, is without and not pursuing my true dream? Okay, now I'm getting a little bit older in age, so I keep telling my kids, I'm like, I don't want to want to go from job to job to job. I don't want to go work for this person for like a couple months, and then all of a sudden the plan happens, and I'm like, I can't work here no more for you, and I let them down, or I get attached to the children, and the children get attached to me, and I'm letting them down. You know what I mean? It's like I don't want to let nobody down no more. I don't want to let no little kids down. I don't want to let no parents down. I feel like the last place I left, I felt like I let a lot of people down, but for my own sanity, I had to do what I had to go do. You know, and I tell you right now, I felt 100% better with the change. Okay, so I don't want to go from bad to worse. I want to go from worse to better. You know, I want to better myself, and my next change, I want it to be a life-ending, changing thing. If that makes sense to you, like I'm getting older, and I want to retire from this thing. Okay, I want this to be the last stop. Okay, that I'm gonna go to, and play it out till the end. That's my goal, and I want it to be something that maybe could be something that could benefit my children somehow. You know, my own children. You know what I mean? Like I said, I'm looking into a lot of things, trying to figure it out. I've been selling a lot of stuff, and you know, right away I went to panic mode when I left the job, and I ended up unloading a whole pile of firearms. Okay, I like to shoot at the range, and I was like, I have no need for these things, so I unloaded them. But then I realized you don't make no money off that. There wasn't any money to be made. It's like going to one of those TV shows there at the pawn shops, the PAWN pawn shops. Okay, they pretty much give you nickels and dimes for your stuff, and I thought it would be something different. I was told once that those things don't really decrease in value, that the value kind of stays the same. But I'll tell you right now, they do decrease in value. You actually get almost half, if not less than half, of what you paid for them. Okay, so firearms are not a good investment. If you think they're a good investment, they are not. No, it's a good investment. Toys, okay, hot toys, 1.6 scale toys. Those are a good investment. Those only go up in value or stay exactly the same. I'm telling you right now, if you want to invest in something to collect, don't collect firearms. Collect toys. You think I'm being crazy, but I'm telling you right now, when the crapola hit the fan over here, I was able to go on and sell 3 of my action figures, okay, my 1/6 scale action figures that I wasn't too fond of, I didn't really care about, and I actually almost doubled my money, okay? Now, and like I said, I don't try to rip anybody off. I'm not one of these people. I'm not one of these crazy flipping guys there that buys it cheap. I was hurting for money. I was legitimately hurting for money and wanted to make sure my family was taken care of. And I bought these figures years ago, so they appreciated with value. So it would be stupid for me to sell them for $100 when they are now worth $1,000. But I did not sell them for $1,000. I sold them for like $300 and something dollars, whatever. When I could have sold them for close to $1,000. So am I a stupid person, or am I just somebody that cares about other collectors? I'm somebody that cares about the other collector. I would love to see a opportunity to get something at a good deal when I'm a collector, and I would jump at it and I would buy it. So why wouldn't I want to give that to somebody else too? If you wanted to buy an action figure for $1,000 and you were like, I really can't afford $1,000, but I wanted it so bad, I should have bought it when it was $100, but now it's worth $1,000. And then somebody goes and sells it on eBay or whatever, or for like $300, and the thing is still going for $1,000. I made a couple people really happy. I had no complaints, positive feedback. There was they were super excited, okay? And I felt good with myself. I could sleep with myself, okay? I sleep with myself. I slept good without the back pain and all this stuff. Anyway, so I got packages. I said enough. Comment below on all this stuff that's going on in my life, because there's a lot going on. A lot happened this week, okay? I got job offers. I went to the physical therapist, okay? Is there if you have pinched nerves and backaches there. Is there a YouTube people that maybe I should be checking out, okay, on how to do exercises for this stuff and save myself $30 a hit twice a week? I can't afford that $60 a week. That's crazy. That's craziness. Much like I tell you right now, the physical therapist I had, though, she was amazing. She was awesome. She listened. It was almost like a physical therapy / counseling session, because she listened to my. Because I think she was trying to figure out, is this stress or is this a real pain, a real pain in the neck? What? I got stuff. All right, okay. So first thing I opened, I wanted to show you. It came in. I've been collecting the Pink Panther stuff there, and I opened this up the other day. It came in like yesterday, the day before, and I was like, I'm just gonna open it because it was one item, and I was like, okay, well, I'm not gonna do a video on one item, but it's Alan Arkin in Inspector Clouseau. And if you know who Inspector Clouseau is, he's from the Pink Panther. Originally, Peter Sellers, and I guess what happened was Peter Sellers did 3 movies. If you know who Peter Sellers is, the guy that played Pink Panther, the original Pink Panther, the Inspector Clouseau. Okay, you old timers, you younger guys have probably already flipped me off by now. They were like, oh, yeah, don't understand. No, Pink Panther, what? The Panther, the pink guy? No, not the guy that's selling you the itchy insulation. Not that guy. But there was there was a movie series called The Pink Panther, made by is it same guy? Is it Mel Blanc? Am I getting that right? Is it Mel? Does it say it on the back here? Because Blake Edwards, Mel Blanc, Mel. Oh, I was thinking Mel Brooks and and Blake Edwards, and I put them together and I came up with Mel Blake. No, Blake Edwards. Okay, he did the Inspector Clouseau Pink Panther movies, and then what happened was, I guess him and Peter Sellers didn't get along too well, so he decided, okay, I'm going to drop Peter Sellers and I'm going to start making movies with this other guy, this Alan Arkin guy there, which I hear this is really good, but it's not Peter Sellers. So if it's not Peter Sellers, it ain't Inspector Clouseau. It ain't Pink Panther. So to complete my collection of Pink Panther Blu-rays for my upgrade, I needed to get this Alan Arkin Inspector Clouseau, which I also did order, which should be coming in pretty soon. The Son of the Pink Panther and the Curse of the Pink Panther, which have nothing to do with Peter Sellers also, but they say Pink Panther in the title, and I'm a completist and out of my mind, so that's what I gotta do. So I got 2 things that I have not opened. I don't know what they are, and I'm gonna go with the brown one first. Why not? Because I got my razor knife, okay, which I was gonna call my razor knife Lost. Remember I kept saying I was gonna, because all the cool kids name their razor knives, but I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna do that because I keep messing up on these videos. I keep saying my razor knife is straight up, where are you, razor knife? Okay, it's a razor knife. It doesn't have to have a stupid name. That's just stupid. All right, so we're gonna crack this thing open here, and let's see what this is. I think I just cut through the thing. It's a copy of Rockula. Am I saying that? Rockula. Okay, Rockula. And I bought this used. So there's no digital copy or anything. And I'm going to tell you the reason why I bought Rockula, okay? Listen, my friends, this is a Scream Factory release that has gone out of print, okay? Just recently, it's on the out of print list. So I was like, I got to pick it up. I got to grab it because it just recently went on the out of print list. But Amazon still has this available. But I think they want $28 for it, $27 and change. I was like, nope, not happening. So it's been in my searching list on my eBay account for a long time. Then finally it popped up for like $17.99. So I bought this for $17.99 used. Okay, but I've never seen Rockula. I don't know what Rockula is all about. I do like the main character here. This guy, the guy from Summer School. There, I'm Chainsaw and I'm Dave, and we'll see you at the movies. That Chainsaw and Dave guy, and I think he's from Bad Dreams, and he did a couple other movies. I liked him as far as being an actor at the time. This would have been back in the late 90s. Early 90s. What year did this thing come out? Let me see. This is the part where I look at the back and they never tell me, because Scream Factory, I don't know why they want to just put in big numbers. 1990. 1990. Yeah, well, they did it for me. Thank you, Scream Factory. 1990, and I just never saw it. And this guy was I thought he was going to be big. I thought he was going to be like the next Pauly Shore or something like that. He was like going to be like, he was going to hit it big. But then he kind of drizzled out. I think it might have been the Bad Dreams thing. He did the horror movie, and then he kind of just disappeared. Disappeared into, I don't know where he is now. I don't know what he's doing right now. I know that my movie aficionados, they are going to hit me with a comment below. That's the guy from that main TV show right now. He's playing the main guy and whatever. Or maybe he's dead. I don't know. But you're going to tell me what it's going to be. And I appreciate that because I don't know. I just don't know. It just seemed like it was worth a pickup. And the fact that it was going out of print or is now out of print on the Scream Factory website, I was like, usually when they go out of print on the Scream Factory website or Shout Factory website, they start going through the roof later on. So this might be like one of them holy grails like a year from now. So I was like, I better grab it now for $17 and change. I think it was $17 change with the shipping or tax or whatever. Well, I think they want a $17.99 free shipping, but then you get hit with the tax. You hit with the tax on something that somebody already got taxed for. So you get that double tax thing going on. But yeah, Rockula. If you know anything about it, it needed to be in my collection. It just needed to be. And I got one more here. One more in a big old white. It's one of them. It's one of them. It's one of these recyclable ones. Yeah. Oh, I hate these. I really hate. I don't know. You know, these like. See, okay, let me just show you. When you open them, they're recycled. But what they do is they use like little shards of paper. Like let me see if I can do this without making a mess of the whole area here. But I'm sure you're aware of this stuff. But look, it's like little, like it's like pulp, like paper pulp. And inside here is a copy of is that it? Is that the only thing in here? I'm afraid to stick my hand in the thing because I know I'm gonna get this stuff all over my sleeves. Yeah, it's just a packing receipt. I'll be throwing that out. Oh man. Yeah, so I'm all for the recycling, my friends, but that's just a poor design. That bag stuff where they pack the inner things, and when you cut them open, what happens is when you cut her open, all of that, instead of using the bubble wraps type stuff there, they use like almost like a pulp type stuff to insulate the bag, so that way you don't get so that this stuff doesn't get crushed, which is a great concept until you go and cut into the bag, and then you fill up your whole floor and yourself and everything else with a bunch of crap there. And Chomps, C period, H period, O period, M period, P period, S period. Yeah, that was a little tough there. So Chomps must stand for something. Does it say what it is? Does it say? It doesn't tell me. Oh wait, Canine Home Protection System. Canine Home. Okay, I'm a little confused here. So, canine. So right underneath where it says Chomps, okay, Chomps, it says Canine Home Protection System. So I can see Canine Home Protection System. What's OM stand for? What's the OM in Chomps mean? I don't know. I don't know where they came up with that, because literally that would have been Chupatisis. Yeah, that didn't make any sense. But this has Wesley Ure. Don't know who that is. Valerie Bertinelli, yes, from Valerie Bertinelli from One Day at a Time. That one. Conrad Bain. Conrad Bain is the father from Different Strokes. He did something else besides Different Strokes. Chuck McCann and Red Buttons. Oh, I like me some Red Buttons. Okay, all right. Yeah, don't know anything about this. This was made by Code Red Entertainment, and okay, so I saw this on one of the websites. I'm not sure what website it is, but then I started watching some of my favorite YouTubers, and I'm not sure which YouTuber it was, so I don't want to mess it all up. But one of my favorite Bluetuber YouTube Blu-ray buying people, and they were so excited that this was coming out. I'm like, why? It's a robotic dog movie. I don't understand the fascination, but they were happy. They were like, Chomps is finally coming out. I'm so excited. And I'm like, yeah, okay, Chomps is coming out. You're so excited. Why are you so excited? So as I'm scrolling through my Blu-rays, so sometimes I go on eBay and I just type in Blu-ray, okay? And then I put lowest number, buy it now. And then I'll just scroll. Listen, I got ADHD and OCD problems or whatever. I got some issues. While I'm watching TV, I got to keep scrolling through I got to keep doing something on my tablet or my phone. There's an issue there. I know there's an issue there. Listen, you don't have to tell me about my issue. I got an issue. So as I'm scrolling through this thing, I'm scrolling. This thing popped up for like $8. I'm like, Chomps. I remember that being a big deal. I remember that being expensive. I remember that being something that everybody wanted. And one of these YouTubers was all excited. Chomps finally coming out. I got to pre-order mine now. And I'm like, and at the time I checked it out and it was like going for like $20, $25, something like that. So I'm like, I want to say $6.99, $6.99. I think I paid for this thing. I'm like, Chomps for $6.99. That's gotta be worth it. And then I was like, oh, it's got Valerie Bertinelli in it. One Day at a Time, Valerie Bertinelli. She's done something else besides One Day at a Time and marry Eddie Van Halen. She did something else, I guess. So I gotta get up. Maybe this is one of those fun family flicks there. Oh, that guy right there, Chuck McCann. I don't know if that's him or not, but I'm looking at the back here. I'm gonna show you the back, see if you guys can see what's going on back there. But that looks like Mr. Howell. I see Mr. Howell. I see the father from Different Strokes there, Mr. Drummond. Two other guys. Oh, there's Red Buttons. I see Red Buttons there from Peach Dragon. I definitely see him. And then there's some Valerie Bertinelli there. Yeah. So I guess if you're into mechanical dogs, but this is a kid friendly. I'm thinking it's a kid friendly thing. What a PG? It's PG. So this is a kid friendly. This ain't a Cujo. Okay, Chomps ain't gonna try to chomp off your head. And with that said, my friend, that's the end of this video. That's the end of this video for today. Please do me a favor. Please hit that subscribe button. I'm not even gonna do the hit the. Maybe I usually go. Please hit the like button. Please hit the subscribe button. But listen, I'm looking for the subscribers. I told you I ain't working right now. This is my thing. So I need your subscriptions. I need you to subscribe to this thing to help me out, to get the Aggie rhythm going. If you want, do me a favor. Hit the bell. The bell. I guess for some reason they think that's a big deal or something when you hit the bell, because that way you're notified when I post these things. Because I usually post every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. But lately, since I haven't been doing anything but making these videos and things been coming in and I've been buying things and people been giving me stuff and there's been all kinds of crazy stuff going on in my life, okay? I've been making extra videos. So please do me a favor. Please hit that like button. Please hit that subscribe button. And I will see you later.